Hi, this video will be about lab assignment number 1 on the robotics class for UTS autumn 2019. So the main task is we should work with two robotic manipulators to make an assemble of the bottom of the housing, circuit board here in green, and the top housing as we can see here. So let's get started. I'll run the simulation. And the first thing we can see is we created two manipulators here in red and blue. And I also defined a few key points. So these three red dots here that we can see will be the locations of the three parts, so the bottom, top housing, and also the circuit board. This magenta circle right here is the assembly point. So once arm 1 and 2 have their they have grasped their respective pieces, they will meet at the assembly point for an assembly. And then once everything is done, arm number 2 is gonna drop it on this green dot here. So let's move on. Now arm number 2 is gonna grab the bottom housing. Arm number 1 is gonna grab the circuit board back there. Nice. Second, it will meet at this assembly point here that I mentioned, this magenta point here. So first arm 2 will perform the movement, and we'll wait for arm number 1. Following that, arm number 1 will place the circuit board on top of the bot housing. I mean, that's the top housing actually. Yeah, and then it will grasp the bottom housing now. And place it to finish the assemble. And then we want it to return to the home position where it stays away from arm number 2, so no collisions happen. And finally, we're going to use arm number 2 to drop the final assembly on the green dot here. So you can see all the parts are moving. This simulation is happening in steps, and that's why we see the arm moving and the parts being replotted as it moves. So that's why we see a little bit of delay there. And finally, we place it in the table, and there we have it, our full assembly on the table. That was pretty much it. Thanks.